Welcome back to the channel, Panda Pals. Today we're going to talk about what happened on Before the 90 Days. We're currently on Season 8, Episode 11, so sit your little booties down and let's get this show started. I am going to start off with Stig and... oh, crap, I don't remember her name. 90 Day Fiance, Stig, and Aviva, okay. I forgot her name because anytime that this couple appears on screen, I immediately check out. I don't know why. There's just something about them that is just so bland and incredibly boring. Anyway, they are out with Aviva's aunt, and Aviva's aunt pulls Stig aside and confronts him about proof that she has of his philandering ways.
This is you, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah, that's you. This is from like 2 months ago.
So she brings out a photo that she got of this woman getting a cheek kiss from Stig and some alleged text messages that they exchanged between each other. And the girl's like saying, oh, I love you so much. And I'm going to assume Stig was reciprocating in some way. But anyway, Stig basically tries to pass this off as she's a super fan. Like, this is part of my job. I don't even know who she is. And Aviva's aunt is like, bop. I am not gonna take any of your bullshit because I am not stupid. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna tell Aviva everything about this, or I will.
I know that my friend and Stig have been hooking up. Messages don't lie.
You're either gonna tell her or I'm telling her.
The two of them get back to the hotel and Stig does tell her, but you can see the gears grinding in his head to try to figure out how he can convincingly lie to her that this is not problematic.
Yeah, and actually came with quote-unquote proof of me not being faithful to you. She pulled up with a picture of me hugging a girl with a kiss on her cheek.
Okay.
But that's what I do, though. I take pictures with fans and nothing bad.
And he's just like, don't listen to all of that bullshit. They're all crazy. They don't know what they're talking about. You can trust me because you can trust me.
Friend is saying she knows that you guys are hooking up.
Karen crazy. I was messing with her, but then I would have been like, let's have a threesome. I'm joking because I have no reason to lie.
To a certain degree, yes, I do understand why Stig has to appeal to his audience, but I still feel like there is a respectful way to offer fan service that doesn't include you telling random fans that you love them. You know, that's just my that's just my opinion. Anyway, that's what happened with them. That aside, let's move on to Emma and Ziad. Emma tells Ziad all about her ex-fiance Mohammed and how the last time she went to Marrakesh, even though she said she was coming here to hang out with her girlies, she was actually getting engaged. And Ziad is obviously shocked and disappointed, and he is like, you don't actually care about the person you are being engaged to, you just want to be called a fiance.
So that's why you are so fast, you want just to be engaged?
No, I don't just want to be engaged, but that's just what happened on my last trip.
And Ziad is like, why didn't you ever tell me this? And Emma tells him, I'm telling you now, as if that is something she should get a pat on the back for. And she justifies it by saying, I knew you'd be mad, which is why I basically hid it from you. Then Ziad tells us and her that he cannot trust her anymore. All she does is lie and lie and lie, which is funny because so does he. And that the more he gets to know her, the worse she gets. And then this man, without skipping a single beat, breaks up with her, which was the correct choice, but damn, there ain't no way Emma does not feel a little bit used because they banged for the first time yesterday.
I can't be engaged with you and I can't propose you. I can't move on with you.
You're breaking up with me?
Yeah.
And then Emma starts to crash out and she calls Ziad a bad person because he is choosing to break up with her instead of trying to work things out.
So you're breaking up with me because I was with a guy before you?
Because you're lying to me, that's the problem.
And she's like, I stayed with you even though I had proof of you cheating on me, and you are finding out this one teeny tiny little thing and you're gonna break up with me?
Were we in a relationship? Were we in a relationship? Were we in a relationship? Why can't you talk to me? Like, I came all the way here and you're just walking away because of one thing that you're mad about?
Listen, it sucks to get broken up with, but people can break up with you for any reason. You don't even have to do anything wrong. They could just break up with you because they're like, hey, I'm just not that into you anymore. Bye. And if he has a lower tolerance for cheating than you, that doesn't make him a bad person. The fact that he is a liar and a narcissist and a gaslighter is. Anyway, Emma tells us that it's very clear now that Ziad did not love her, he didn't want to be with her, and he was just sticking it out until she did something wrong so that he could have an excuse to break up with her and not be the bad person.
I didn't think he was gonna break up with me. I thought we'd at least be able to like talk about what happened. I think he was just waiting for a reason to walk away.
I feel betrayed. All what I want right now is to leave everything about her and forget her name too.
So he calls his friend to pick him up, and Emma is like, I'm sorry, if you leave, what the hell am I supposed to do in Morocco for another 2 weeks? And Ziad is like, I don't care, figure it out.
You're just gonna walk out and leave me here by myself?
You can right now call the guy and you can come. You can enjoy it with the view.
And then she calls him an asshole, and she's just like, you're so dishonest. We had sex. Are you really gonna stand there and lie to people and say we didn't have sex when we did have sex?
Do you want to tell everyone how we had sex?
Say anything you want.
Okay, did we not have sex? Did we not have sex?
I will not continue.
Did we not have
You can
sex?
say anything you want.
Because we did.
So Ziad's friend arrives and he hops in the car without hesitation, and he just leaves the girlie alone in the desert.
I wasted my time again, and I did all of this to try to be with someone, and like I get broken up with again. I always get left, I always get dumped. It's always me. I try so hard to like find love, and it never happens for me.
Maybe in the future, when you are dating a man and he is a colossal douchebag, you won't just accept that behavior and explain it away, and you will leave them because they are not living up to your expectations. Also, maybe don't think that it is a huge green flag when a stranger you met on the internet tells you that they love you within the first 10 minutes of sliding into your DMs. Let's move on to Elise and Josh.
How would you describe yourself?
Very outgoing, loving, kind-hearted person with great boobs, great nipples. I would show you if I could, but I would get in trouble.
I don't really know why they brought Elise. A, it's episode 11. It's like super late to bring her on. Second, who asked for this? Like, who genuinely? I mean, she was super fun to watch on The Single Life because she brought the drama and she was like very over the top. But I had no interest in learning more about her. Anyway, Elise has two parents, of course. Elise has parents who have the perfect marriage. They've been together forever. They still freaking love and adore each other. And she has an older brother who has been married for a couple years, and the marriage looks like it's going so well. And so Elise is like, I want that. I want a partner to love and adore, who loves and adores me. I want to be in this perfect marriage, yada, yada, yada.
I want to find the one more than anything in this world.
But like, my track record is bad, like horrible.
So she's met a man on social media. His name is Joshua. He lives in Australia, and she loves him because he is hot. That's really it. And now she's finally getting ready to fly out to Australia to meet him in person. And her parents do not trust her judgment in men, which I can see why. I guess the biggest reason why they don't trust her judgment is her ex-boyfriend stole her identity. She says that he opened up a credit card in her name and then he racked up the bill to $500,000, which my first thought is, how did this girl get approved for a credit limit of $500,000?
He conned me and completely broke my heart. And I felt so foolish that I let a guy completely embarrass and demolish me.
So she meets her friends, she tells them of her plan to fly out to Australia, and her friends are like, listen, Elise is a sweet girl, but she has this tendency to date men, give them absolutely everything, even though she's getting nothing in return. And then once they've got everything, they dump her, calling her crazy and insane.
I'm going.
I can't believe you're
I mean, listen, the Miami men suck. Josh is kind. He's super sweet. He's someone I typically wouldn't go for.
And then Elise tells them he is 39 and still lives with his parents, which I don't think being 39, living with your parents, is a bad thing depending on the circumstance. If it is a cultural thing, that's fine. If it is you were doing well but then ran into hardship and this is the only route you can have to rebuild yourself, that's also fine. But it kind of sounds like he's doing this because he is not a super ambitious person, maybe? And her friends are just like, oof, girl, that is a hard pass.
I'd much rather a guy with not that much money that gives me emotional love than a guy that just spends. I've had every single man spend everything on me with no emotional love.
And her friends are like, listen, it is not great that not only can he not support you, he can't even support himself. And then Elise tells us that there is another really big problem that she's like super hesitant about telling her friends because she knows once she tells them, all of her friends are going to tell her to cancel her flight to Australia. And obviously we don't get to know what that is this episode, but I'm sure it's something stupid. Anyway, that is what happened on this episode. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are not subscribed to this channel yet and you do want to support the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and please let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this episode. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye!